In today's world, money is no longer just about saving cash or earning a salary. It's about understanding the global systems that control wealth, power, and opportunity. From billion-dollar corporations and central banks to inflation, digital currencies, and global trade, big money concepts shape the way we live every single day. The people who understand these systems often build wealth faster, make smarter decisions, and stay ahead during economic changes. In this video, we're diving into the biggest global money concepts that influence economies, businesses, and your financial future. Today, we will talk about global and big money concepts. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Understanding the global money system. The global money system is one of the most powerful forces shaping the modern world. Every country, business, bank, and individual depends on money to operate, grow, and survive. However, money today is not simply paper notes or coins. It is a massive, interconnected system involving governments, international banks, digital transactions, trade networks, stock exchanges, and economic policies. The world economy moves trillions of dollars every single day through investments, imports, exports, banking systems, and online financial transactions. Countries like the United States, China, Germany, Japan, and the United Kingdom hold enormous influence because their economies control major portions of global production and trade. The value of currencies such as the US dollar, euro, British pound, and Chinese yuan affects international business and financial stability. 2. The power of central banks and currency control. Central banks are among the most influential financial institutions in existence. They have the authority to print money, control inflation, manage interest rates, and stabilize economies during crises. The Federal Reserve in the United States is often considered the most powerful central bank because the US dollar acts as the world's reserve currency. Many countries store their reserves in dollars, and global oil trade is largely conducted using USD. When the Federal Reserve changes interest rates, financial markets around the globe experience major reactions. Higher interest rates generally slow borrowing and spending, while lower rates encourage economic growth by making loans cheaper. Inflation is another major factor controlled by central banks. Inflation refers to the increase in prices over time, reducing the purchasing power of money. 3. Stock markets, investments, and wealth creation. Stock markets are essential parts of the global financial system because they allow businesses to raise money and investors to build wealth. Major stock exchanges, such as the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, London Stock Exchange, and Tokyo Stock Exchange, handle billions of dollars in transactions daily. Companies sell shares to the public, giving investors ownership stakes in their businesses. When companies grow successfully, shareholders benefit through rising stock prices and dividends. Wealthy investors and institutions often use stock markets to multiply their wealth over long periods through compound growth. Investing is considered one of the most important concepts in big money management because money that remains idle loses value due to inflation. Successful investors understand diversification, risk management, and long-term planning. Billionaires like Warren Buffett built enormous fortunes through strategic investing and patience. Stock markets also reflect economic health. When economies grow, stock prices often rise because businesses generate more profits. During recessions or crises, markets usually decline because investors fear losses. For global trade and economic superpowers, global trade is the exchange of goods and services between countries, and it forms the backbone of the modern economy. No nation can produce everything it needs, so countries rely on imports and exports to maintain growth and supply essential products. China is known as the world's factory because it manufactures massive amounts of consumer goods for global markets. The United States dominates technology, finance, and consumer spending, while countries like Germany and Japan excel in engineering and industrial production. International trade agreements reduce tariffs and encourage economic cooperation among nations. However, trade competition can also create conflicts, economic sanctions, and political tensions. Oil-producing nations hold enormous influence because energy powers transportation, manufacturing, and industries worldwide. Organizations like OPEC can influence global oil prices by controlling production levels. 5. Inflation, debt, and financial crises. Inflation and debt are two major concepts that significantly affect governments, businesses, and individuals. Inflation occurs when the cost of goods and services increases over time, reducing the value of money. Moderate inflation is considered normal in growing economies, but high inflation can create serious financial instability. Rising food prices, fuel costs, housing expenses, and utility bills directly impact household budgets. Governments often borrow money to fund infrastructure, healthcare, military operations, and social programs. National debt reaches trillions of dollars in many countries, especially large economies like the United States and Japan. While borrowing can support economic growth, excessive debt may weaken financial stability if repayment becomes difficult. Financial crises often occur when debt levels become unsustainable or when speculative bubbles collapse. 6. Technology, digital money, and the future economy. Technology is rapidly transforming global finance and creating entirely new money systems. Digital banking, online payments, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, and cryptocurrencies are changing how people manage wealth and conduct transactions. Companies like PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, and various fintech firms process billions of digital payments every day. Mobile banking applications allow users to transfer money instantly across borders. Cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, introduced decentralized financial systems that operate without traditional banks. Blockchain technology records transactions securely and transparently, attracting investors and businesses worldwide. Some people view cryptocurrencies as the future of money, while others see them as highly volatile investments. Governments are also exploring central bank digital currencies, commonly called CBDCs, which could replace physical cash in the future. 7. The psychology of wealth and financial power. Money is not only an economic tool, it is also deeply connected to human psychology, behavior, and social influence. Wealthy individuals and successful investors often think differently about money compared to average earners. Many financially successful people focus on long-term growth, disciplined spending, calculated risks, and asset ownership. Poor financial habits, such as uncontrolled spending, debt dependency, and lack of investment knowledge, can limit financial progress. The psychology of wealth involves understanding delayed gratification, emotional control, and strategic decision-making. Advertising, social media, and consumer culture constantly encourage people to spend more money on unnecessary products and lifestyles. Many individuals fall into financial traps because they prioritize appearance over long-term stability. 8. The future of global wealth and economic transformation. The future of global wealth will likely be shaped by innovation, climate change, population growth, artificial intelligence, and shifting economic powers. Countries that invest heavily in technology, education, renewable energy, and infrastructure may dominate future markets. Emerging economies such as India, Brazil, and parts of Africa are expected to play increasingly important roles in global growth due to expanding populations and industrial development. Artificial intelligence could revolutionize industries including healthcare, transportation, finance, and manufacturing, potentially creating trillions of dollars in economic value. At the same time, automation may replace many traditional jobs, forcing societies to adapt through education and workforce transformation. Climate change is another major economic factor because environmental disasters, resource shortages, and energy transitions can affect global stability and financial systems. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.